Hello everyone, I'm Squishy Joshi and welcome to the very first episode of Brand Patrol. Alright guys, welcome back. Now I just need to explain to you what this segment is all about. So originally this segment was supposed to have a co-host, and that co-host's name is Busuttil, but unfortunately he probably can't make all of these videos. So this is just the first video explaining basically what this segment is going to be about. In Brand Patrol we're going to be talking about graphic design, packaging and branding, and we're going to take a look at examples that are good and bad, and we're just going to talk and discuss about them. Busuttil is a good friend of mine who knows the ins and outs of business marketing, and when we start discussing about different brands, I wanted to bring a graphic design mind as well as a business mind into the conversation. So now that that's out of the way, let's take a look at the new packaging of Libra pads. Let's jump into Photoshop.
This is the old packaging, and this is the new packaging. Each of these designs has its pros and cons, but I think the issue with the new design is the lack of visual distinction between the products. If you take a look at the old packaging, these products were vibrant and full of colors. You had pink, you had purple, you had blue. The old packaging made use of colors, whereas the new one looks visually better, but you can only tell the difference because of the word labeling. As you can see, it is hard to tell the difference between the four packages upon your first glance. If a consumer is confronted with these products, an unnecessary level of confusion is set, because all of these products are different, but the design is far too similar to point to a potential customer immediately. So instead, they have to spend a few more irritating seconds just to read the different labels that blend too well into the package to understand the variations. So to solve the problem, that is the lack of obvious distinction between the product, in this case is to simply change the color. All we have to do is hit Ctrl U, and that brings up the hue and saturation sliders. By changing the colors around, you create a product that is much more identifiable. Before I wrap this up, I just need to say that this is all my opinion. Graphic design is subjective, but this is just coming from my experience, and I work in retail and I see some of my fellow co-workers struggling to figure out which one of these goes where. I'll tell you another issue that it creates. Say for example the extra pads are on special, but not the ultra thin. A customer looking at these products will probably see, oh, they all look the same, they're probably all included in the special, but probably they're not. And without some way to tell them apart, you're going to have some angry customers thinking that they can get the product for free because they just are too confused.
Thanks so much for watching the very first episode of Brand Patrol, and I hope you liked it. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. If you want us to talk about some other product, leave a comment below and tell us what it is. Give us feedback, we'd love to hear from you. I'll be reading the comments. And yeah, share the video around, and if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Once again, I'm Squishy Joshi, and you've just been branded by Brand Patrol.